Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to highlight our data and put it into Desmos. So I'm going to highlight this section here because that's what we care about. Press Control-C and then Control-V. Now, you might notice that this isn't really what you want to look at. We've got 3 different parabolas here that are all overlapping, and that's why it looks like such a mess. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this visual off, go back to our video, and I'm going to work out where I have to split the data. So when I press play the first time, okay, I'll wait for it to start again. Okay, so the first set of data is going to go from 0 all the way up to wherever this coordinate is. So the coordinate we're looking for is 447.47 for the x-axis, and that should be at around 0497 in time. Okay, so that's when the first one's going to start. I've made a little note on that on a piece of paper. Now I'm going to press play. Okay, and this one's going all the way down until the x-axis is 253.78. And that's roughly at about 6:09 for time. The time's just down here. Okay, now I'm going to press play again. And the next one's going to go all the way till it touches the ground again, over here at -151.05 for the x-axis. And that's at about 0.739 for time. Okay, so back to my Excel sheet. So I said the first one is going to be split. And the x-axis is at 447, so that's this one here. So that's the first set of data. Then the next one's going to be split at 253.78, which is down here. So that's where the next part's getting split. And then the next one is this coordinate at the very end. Okay, so I'm going to copy this data, including the point where it's split, and I'm going to paste that into Desmos. Now, if when you're in Desmos you notice that one of the coordinates doesn't match, like this one on the end, I'm just going to go back and delete it off. Okay, and now all my data makes sense. Now I'm going to highlight for the next part. So I'm going to highlight these ones, including the split, because you can always delete it off later if it's a little bit weird. I'm going to turn that off so I can look at the data as it is. That's looking good. Okay, and now I'm going to highlight the next section. Turn that one off so I can examine it. Yep, that one's looking good as well. Okay, so now I've got my 3 different parabolas that I can test in Desmos.